What was I going to say?
I don't remember.
What are you doing?
You want them all together, right? For the picture?
Here we go. Look at all this white Zinfandel from a kit. We finally got it bottled and wrapped up. Wait till you see the end of this video where we taste it. Welcome back to part 2 of the wine kit video. Look at all this wine we made. How many bottles we get?
30.
30 bottles. We got like a semi-sweet and then we did a sweet. Make sure you're watching this video. We're going to show you how to do that because the kit doesn't really go into the details of how to sweeten it if you want to. But right out of the kit, let me tell you, amazing.
It was. I like it sweeter, but it was good.
Excellent. White Zinfandel, try the kits. You can't go wrong with them. Let's just get right into this video and stop the rambling. And then we're gonna taste it.
My favorite part.
All right, it is time to get some sanitizer going. I got a whole video on this. Make sure you watch it. I'm not gonna go into depth, but there's a ½ ounce of Star San, and we're gonna add 2.5 gallons of warm water. All right, this is where we're going to get our equipment sanitized. Oh, again, a lot of this stuff is not coming with this kit, so you will need to buy some of this. I got links to it in the description. But we got the racking cane, some measuring spoons, our wine bottle tip, and we want to fill up our squirt bottle because that'll come in handy when we sanitize these bottles. And make sure you're sanitizing your corks. It will make it so much easier for them to go into your bottles. All right, so according to the instructions, it is ready to go. But what I want to do is I want to taste this because I'm not so sure. I might want to sweeten this up a little bit. So get us some out of there and we'll try this and see if we want to add any extra sweetener. The instructions, everything should be accounted for. This should be perfect white Zinfandel. But this is what makes it fun. You get to make it the sweeter you want or the less sweeter you want. That's pretty good. And you can really taste that grape in there. But I want like just a tad little sweeter. So I'm going to show you how to back sweeten this. All right, we got 3 cups of water here that we're going to add to 3 cups of sugar to use to back sweeten this wine. This might be too much, but I want to put extra in just in case we need all of it. That way I don't have to mix up another batch. So we'll put this on low heat, keep stirring it until it almost comes crystal clear, and you don't want to get it to the boiling stage.
Okay, it looks like this is exactly where we want it to be, right before it boils, and it's nice and clear.
Yep, all we need to do now is shut off the heat and let it cool to room temperature.
Okay, so I did want to tell a little story. While we were on the Enchantment of the Seas doing a video for our Along for the Journey channel, Todd got a surprise while we were on the ship.
Yeah, we got a subscriber. We get a lot of subscribers come up on our other channel because we travel a lot.
Yeah.
But the wine guy, he came up. I wish I would have got his subscriber name because I would have mentioned him here. But this video is for you. I wore my Bahamas shirts. I hope you had a great time. We had a great time, right?
We did have a good time. And thank you for coming to say hello.
And don't be afraid to walk up to. We don't bite. What was I going to say?
I don't remember. See, I'm not the only one who forgets my lines.
I forgot my line. All right, I want to start racking this, but I want to give you a close-up. Do you see the sediment? That's the bentonite and all that pulp that has settled to the bottom. When we're racking this, we want to stay as far away from that as we can. It will just cause you problems if it gets into your wine. All right, now according to the instructions, if you're going to store this wine for more than 3 months, you want to add potassium metabisulfate. But since we are going to sweeten our wine, I am going to add potassium sorbate, which is stabilizer. And you want ½ ounce for every gallon of wine. Since we got 6 gallons of white Zinfandel, we're gonna put 6 half teaspoons in here. Now, it is time to get this racked. So I got my racking cane here, And we're going to put the hose down in our bucket down below where we just put that stabilizer in. And we're going to put this in slowly, and then we'll get this siphon going. And now it's going down. But what you want to do is keep away from the sediment. I can't stress that enough. And there you go. We got white Zinfandel going in our bucket. The first 3 gallons. If you waste wine here, that's okay. Smells good, doesn't it?
It sure does.
And you can see I wasted a little bit of wine. You don't want to get any of that stuff that's floating in there. All right, that's one of them. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other one. So right here we go. We got the wife is going to attempt to do this herself. How's it going?
It's good. It is so pretty.
Going in the bucket?
Yep. It's really pretty wine.
All right, it is time to get some bottles sanitized. We got 6 gallons of wine, roughly. But we're going to need about 4 to 5 bottles per gallon of wine. So we're going to need about 25 to 30 bottles, sanitized and clean. Make sure you're doing inside and out of your bottles. Doesn't it look like my wife is building a Christmas tree out of wine bottles? I love this drying rack. It's one of the best things you can get if you're making a lot of wine like we are today. All right, so we just got all our wine racked into our bucket here. Remember we put that stabilizer in the bottom?
Yes.
So we want to get that stirred in a little bit, but you noticed I put this lid on because you want to keep oxygen out in this stage as much as you can. So go ahead and get your paddle there that's sanitized, and we'll just gently stir this. And once we get it stirred, this is the fun part. We're gonna make it a little sweeter, right?
Yes.
The way we like it. Oh, do you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells fabulous. Again, this is wine from a kit. We didn't make any fruit or cut any fruit in this. I wanted to show you how easy this was. We literally, from beginning to end, put 45 days into this batch of wine. I'm very sold on that 2-part filtering. Remember with the bentonite? I'm going to do a whole separate video on that because if I could do a wine in 45 days, I can put more wine videos out. We got our sweetener into our measuring cup because we're going to add a little bit of time. You don't want to overdo this. And I think I filled it a little bit too high. Oh my God, don't spill that.
you filled it up a lot high.
Go ahead. How much are you going to put in?
Just about a cup first. Oh my gosh, it's splashing because it's full.
All right.
Let's try that.
All right. Our first taste of our back-sweetened white Zinfandel. I think we'd be a little more high-tech than this cheap little straw we use.
Yeah, but at least we can keep it clean and things, right?
Yeah.
I think it needs more, but you see what you think.
That's pretty close, but yeah, I don't think it's going to take much. Man, you really want to keep that white Zinfandel flavor. Whoa, that's going to be plenty. Oh, we forgot to bottle a regular one. Oh, well.
That's okay. We can do some of this, then add some more for me. Gosh, I really don't notice that much of a difference.
We're going to drink all 6 gallons here before we get it right.
But I think that we could go ahead and bottle some like this.
Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, let's bottle half of this maybe. Yeah. And then maybe we'll add a little bit more. Just for her. All right, we're ready to get the siphon going. My wife's got the bottle tip in. She's going to be filling the bottles, and I'm going to get this siphon going for her. So here we go. It's coming, honey.
I see it.
All right, so there we go. Like I said, we're going to do about half of this because she wants it a little sweeter. I think it's perfect, but she's the boss. All right, now my wife is making her wine. She wants a little extra sweetener in there. I don't know if I want that, but this is what she wants. This is what makes it fun. Get it the way you want it. It's taste test time. This would be called the sweet white Zinfandel.
Oh, you have to try this.
Oh, she says I gotta try it.
I'm not going to put the rest of the sugar in.
Thank God.
It's really good. You have to taste.
There we go. She says it's good.
It is. You're going to love it.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's pretty good.
It isn't too sweet.
It's definitely a step up from the other. And it would be great to have 2 different kinds.
Okay. Now we have Todd corking my wine. My really sweet wine.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. You see, you got to do it over.
What are you talking about?
It has to be smooth, all one.
Oh, and I thought it was done.
What are you doing?
I just put a dot there, so that'll be the middle, the divider. You wanted them all together.
Divider for what?
You want them all together, right? For the picture?
Why are we going to label them? It's all white Zinfandel.
So that I know which ones are sweet. Wait. Yeah, don't move them around.
I'm not touching them.
There. Is that better?
You still need a stool.
Well, I'm on my tippy toes.
And also, make sure you
like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.
But what we've been waiting for, the taste. Yes. We had a little bit left. This is my wife's, like the sweeter version of the white Zinfandel. But let me tell you, can you see the color in this?
Yeah.
It is fantastic.
Did put a little bit of ice in it just to chill it down for us. It's good, right?
Man, I tell you, that could be my new favorite. Do you believe that? Over the pineapple? Really, but yeah, it is. It's got the perfect sweetness. We got 15 for me and 15 for her. And if you subscribers see me on a cruise, this is what's going to be on there. Come on by, you can taste some. Now, I will tell you one thing about this wine kit. We made this wine in 45 days. Because of the filtering that they did, it seemed like it made it a lot faster. I'm going to test that. So make sure you're watching that future video of that way to filter other than the bentonite. Well, actually combined it with bentonite. But I am stunned how fast we could make this wine in 45 days, right?
Yeah.
And what else did you want to say? You had said you wanted to say something else.
What?
Come on. She forgot her lines.
It's also a good idea to sanitize the bottles and wipe them down a little bit before you store them, and then Todd will show you how he likes to store them.
And I always recommend this. After you get your bottles sanitized, put them in a tub for a couple of days. I'll put them in here for about a week or so, just to make sure that there's no problems with the corks or the bottles leaking or fractured crack. Just make sure you're doing this because it can save you some headaches.